Hello everybody! In my last video I showed you how to make a giant robot as part of your junk modelling, but they don't have to be giant. I've made some little ones as well. So in this video I'm mainly going to be using egg boxes again. So tops and mainly the bottoms for these ones. And some tubes like my last video. If you have any toilet tubes that's great. But if not, you can make your own. Roll up a little bit of cardboard and put some tape at the top and the bottom, and it should make a nice little tube you can use. They don't have to be big either. I've got two examples I'm going to show you today, one with a bigger tube and one with a smaller tube. So let's have a quick look. So here's one of my little robots. I've made him from the top of an egg box, the sticky out bits from an egg box, and a little bamboo stick. So I'll show you how I made him. So this top bit came from the bottom of an egg box. I cut out this bit here and left a little bit at the back so I could push it into the tube, just like this, to make his head. I'm going to paint it and colour it later. For the arms, I got a little stick that I carefully cut down. To carefully make a hole in your robot, like I did, I carefully marked out where I wanted to do it with a pencil. I put it on top of another piece of cardboard, so I'm not going to go through the table, and you can see I'm keeping my fingers well out the way. I put the pencil gently through and pushed until it goes through the surface. Okay, that should leave a little hole where I can push the little stick through to make arms. If you do it on both sides, you should be able to come out with a robot with arms on both sides. I've also used the pointy bits from the egg box, and I folded them up and pushed them inside the tube to make the little legs. So that was this bit from the box, and from all those bits put together I've made my little robot. He needs a bit of colour and he needs a little bit of decoration, but I think he's a good start. But that's not the only one you can do. I'm going to show you another one. I've tried to make it look like a famous robot. So I've used a little tube, part of an egg box, and two of these parts of an egg box as well, the sticky up bits. So I'm going to show you now what I've put it together, and hopefully you can guess which robot I'm aiming for. So the first thing I did was to get the cardboard, fold it in half and just snip the end off. Once I'd snipped the end off, I stuck it to the inside of the tube to give him a little leg. I then took my other piece, I carefully snipped the sides and snipped it in half. That has hopefully given me two little legs. Now I'm going to show you where I'm going to put these two little legs. They're going to go on the sides, just pointing back a little bit, so he looks something like this. I'm going to tape those on now, and I'll show you them in a second. So I've taped the legs on, and so he looks something like this now. You might be able to guess who I'm trying to make already, but I'll give you one more clue. I took the top of an egg box and I've cut it round to make a round dome. Now this is going to go on the top, just like this. Have you had a guess who I might be trying to make? hopefully you've said something to do with Star Wars. If you haven't, that's another clue. If you have guessed, I was trying to make R2-D2. So he needed a little bit of colouring in to give him his eyes and stuff like that, and I'll try that with a marker pen. So I've shown you 2 little robots you can make, but don't copy my designs, make your own. And if you want to try something more adventurous, I've got one here I've prepared before. So this little guy is made of wood. I did his top, I gave him a little paint job on there, and did his body with a little paint job as well. I drilled through the edge and put a little bit of string on both ends, and then through the bottom to give him legs as well. And I put a little bit of wood in the top to try and make a wooden robot. See what you can make. Let us know by emailing your form team or showing us on Twitter. Thank you, have a great day, and make some models.